All right, it is time for another van vlog here where I get a random topic, I will read it, and then I'll think about it for 10 minutes and get back with you. All right, would you rather have more money or more free time? You can't have both. Why? All right, let me think about that and I'll get back with you. All right, I'm back. So I thought about it for a few minutes and I'll say this much. I'll clarify the question a little bit. Oh, let me set my timer because I do have the tendency to ramble and I don't want to make this a long video. So I'm going to say time, but I thought about the question and it's kind of like they go hand in hand. If you have more time, you can make more money. But if you have more money, then you don't have to work as much. Like if you win the lottery or something like that. But I'm gonna try to get to the heart of the question because I think I know what it's trying to ask. And it's trying to prevent me from doing the whole, like, if I had more time, I could work more. But I'll just get to what I'm gonna say. And you're gonna hear me ramble and I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm trying to clarify my thoughts here. You can't buy time. I think that's one of the life's most important lessons is you cannot buy time. Once it's gone, and we all have a finite amount of it. And the older I get, the more and more I realize that. I will tell you, if anybody knows me, and Noelle, she can tell you this as well, wasting time is one of the things, it's one of my pet peeves. Maybe because I'm a lawyer or I want to be efficient, and I'm not trying to say I'm perfect about it. I'm just saying that when people obviously waste time, it is one of my major pet peeves because I like to be productive. Obviously, this car's not running right now because there's a problem with the power control module and it shakes pretty bad if I just let it in idle, and it's not good for the video, and this camera would be all over the place. And so that's why I parked in the shade because it's really hot. Now if I had more time, I would have the ability to fix it. I'm just don't have as much time as I want. I'm making decisions and that's fine. It's not a complaint there or anything of that nature. But there's so many more things I would be able to do. I would be able to spend so much more time with Gwendolyn. And it's like I see her grow up just day by day. She's just getting so big, and you know, these moments when she's a baby, I'm not gonna get them back. And I know she's gonna become, you know, before you know it, she's gonna be crawling and walking, and she does stand up by it. She can pull herself up now, and like she can stand on, and that makes me so happy. But before I know it, and I just know how time works, she's just gonna be walking out the door, and I know as I think about it, I'm gonna wish I had more time. So never overlook time. I make enough money to support my family, and I don't know that everybody's in a different position. I would recommend to everybody, like, look at your finances and see what you need and what you don't need, and understand that family and that's important. There's certain things that you don't need money for. You don't need money to take a jog to stay healthy. If you're gonna go jogging or, you know, work out, you know, a lot of times you don't need money for that or whatnot. But the point I'm making is you can't replace time. Now, I will also say, you know, one of my other thoughts was the idea of, I'm assuming that it doesn't mean like if I spend my money wisely and I have money at the end of the month, like say I have like $100 at the end of the month, am I allowed to invest that and say like invest it in the stocks, and over the course of like 30 years, am I allowed to say, hey, you know, I've invested that money wisely? So I don't think the question's saying that, because, you know, I know you said you can't have money and like more time and more money, because I'm not using my time in order to make that money. This is passive income I'm talking about. It's not like I'm taking extra time I have to go and work and make money or whatnot. I'm taking money that was going to be given to me anyways, regardless of the extra amount of time. I'm sounding like a lawyer now. I've realized that. Like I just got out of a hearing, and so I'm sounding like a lawyer here. But anyways, the point I'm making is I'm not spending my time to make this money. This is money I would have made regardless, and I'm just, you know, not spending as much of it. I know, it reminds me of this story. So we were driving down, one of my mentors when I was back in high school, we were driving down the road one day, and he goes, hey, that's your German teacher's house. And it's like this big old house. She's got this big old building and everything, and I guess she had been retired at that point. But the point I'm making is, I go, wow, like that's like a lot. He goes, oh yeah, she's like a gazillionaire. And I'm like, well, what do you mean she's a gazillionaire? I never saw anything about her like that would indicate to me that she was worth money. She gave me a ride home one day in her little like conversion van. You would have never thought this lady, and she was so cool too, by the way. You would have never thought that she was a gazillionaire. She lived a very modest life, and he explained to me like, she basically lived this extremely modest life, you know, eating like canned tuna and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for years and years and years. And she just took the extra money that she made and she invested it in properties and in the stock market. And when she retired, and she also had a retirement plan too from you know, pension plan from being a teacher, she was worth a lot of money because she decided, you know, she was gonna only spend the amount of money she needed in order to survive and to live off of. And that's the point I'm making. Like money, you can be surprised at how much, like how little money you can survive on if you really cut back. I shouldn't say it that way because I mean, I don't know how much everybody makes, but you would just be surprised at what you could live off of if you wanted to. And that's my point. Like, I'm not gonna worry about money. I wanna have time. You know, I want to be able to spend more time with my wife and more time with my daughter. And you know, we've been going to the parks on these weekends, and social distancing, of course, and wearing our mask. I mean, we've got mask, got mask, that has been so rewarding to me. There's no amount of money that can replace that. So, at the end of the day, keep in mind, time cannot be bought. There's probably like at least 10 song references right now I can make, but my buzzer is buzzing. So anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below of what would you want more money or more time, and what would you do with that money, and what would you do with that time? Once again, like I've always said before, and I'm gonna keep on saying this, I like the fact that you guys are gonna subscribe to my channel. I think that's awesome of you, but I'd also ask you go out there and you subscribe to any of your other favorite channels that you see put some production and value into. You get something out of their channel, please subscribe to their channel as well. It really does help us out so much, more than you can possibly imagine. I love hearing from y'all. It makes my day. And I hope that this video will make your day and you have the most awesome day.